Lush, green coffee plantations along the Andes Mountains, sparkling crystal beaches, and Sierra Nevada de Santa Marta. The 18,700-foot, snow-capped mountain which is only 26 miles from the Caribbean coast. The country is the second most biodiverse in the world. Located in the north of South America, it has coastline on both the Caribbean Sea and the Pacific Ocean, borders the Darien jungle to its west, and the Amazon to its east. With 1,889 species of birds, Colombia is home to 20% of all species on Earth. Tucked away in the eastern part of the country is Cano Cristales, the river dubbed a liquid rainbow. This river of 5 colors is one of the country's many natural gems. All this gorgeous scenery is a backdrop to one of the best things about Colombia. Its warm, accepting people. Happy to share their country with foreigners, the Colombians will welcome you into their communities with music, dancing, interesting local food, and of course festivals. Average cost to retire in Colombia. It's often challenging for retirees to maintain their lifestyle while in retirement due to living on a fixed income. Fortunately, Colombia offers retirees an affordable yet comfortable way of life. According to Numbeo, you'll need to budget, excluding rent, but including food, utilities, transportation, and recreation, around $250 per month for living costs. In more expensive cities like Bogota, Medellin, and Barranquilla, you may expect to spend a bit more, and you can expect to spend a bit less in cities like Bucaramanga or Pasto. Utility costs include garbage service, electricity, and water, which average about $70 for the nation of Colombia according to Numbeo. The national average cost for broadband internet with unlimited data is $30, which can help you connect with your loved ones. Rent is about 3/4 lower in Colombia than in the United States. The national average for an urban one-bedroom apartment is about $265 per month, and about $210 per month for a suburban apartment. If you want more space, the national average for a 3-bedroom apartment is about $470 per month in a city center and roughly $365 per month in the suburbs. However, rent prices will vary depending on what city you choose. Healthcare. Healthcare in Colombia is top-notch. Colombia has the best healthcare system in Latin America and is ranked by WHO as the 22nd best healthcare system globally. Colombia has clinics and hospitals in major cities, and many have bilingual doctors. While Colombia has several types of medical coverage available, 2 are available for non-Colombians. The first is Entidades Promotoras de Salud, EPS, a public healthcare system mandatory for all residents, and the other is Medicina Prepagada, which is public health insurance available through different private lenders. Foreigners must have a resident ID card to apply for EPS. With a private Prepagada policy, a passport is enough. If you are over 60 years of age or have specific pre-existing conditions, it's possible to be denied coverage from Medicina Prepagada. Those who don't qualify for Prepagada insurance may want to explore a global health insurance policy. Visa laws. The visa that most expatriates use is the Pensionado visa, TB7. The visa costs roughly $282 and has a few requirements that retirees must meet to receive it. To qualify, retirees must prove that they have an income of at least 3 times the minimum salary in Colombia. If you are not earning a full-time income in retirement, do not worry. Your Social Security, pension, and retirement savings account income that comes in each month counts as income. There are also a few documents that you must show to receive a visa. These include a valid passport with at least 2 open pages and an expiration date of at least 180 days in the future. Copy of passport ID page. Copy of passport page with your most recent trip to Colombia. Proof of pension from either the U.S. government or a private company. Additional passport photo. Individuals can apply for a retirement visa online or at a Colombian embassy or consulate in the United States. Once you have received your visa, you must apply for a foreigner ID called a Cédula Extranjera within 15 days. The TP7 visa is good for a year and will need to be renewed each year. After 5 years, visa holders are eligible for a resident visa. The resident visa is good for 5 years. Housing in Colombia. One of the biggest factors in moving to a new country is procuring housing. Fortunately, the home buying process is very similar to the United States and is relatively simple. All you need is a valid passport and enough funds. On the other hand, it can be very difficult to obtain a mortgage in Colombia. The safest option is to plan to pay for a house or apartment outright. To qualify for a mortgage, you must have at least a few years of credit in Colombia and have established permanent residence. On average, a home in Colombia costs almost $110 per square foot in a city center and just under $95 per square foot outside of a city center. Taxes for retirees in Colombia. Expats who reside in Colombia for less than 6 months, 183 days, will only be taxed on any income they earn directly from Colombia. They will pay a flat tax of 35%, no matter what their income level is. However, for those who reside in the country full-time, they will be taxed according to their income level, ranging from 0% to 39%. Keep in mind that even if you live outside the U.S., you'll still need to file a U.S. tax return as an expat. You'll also have to file even if you don't end up having to pay any U.S. taxes. It's unlikely you'll have much income originating from outside the U.S. in retirement. If you do, however, you can use a few different provisions to reduce your U.S. taxable income. These include the Foreign Earned Income Exclusion, the Foreign Tax Credit, and the Foreign Housing Exclusion, among others. If you'd like to forecast your tax burden more specifically, you may want to consult a tax expert familiar with both U.S. and Colombian tax laws. Best places to retire in Colombia. While Colombia boasts numerous captivating cities and towns, here are a few top suggestions for you considering retirement. Retiring in Medellin. A lively and cosmopolitan city, Colombian cities, especially Medellin, once had a negative reputation. Today, however, Medellin is a hub for innovation and creativity. Residents of Colombia's second-largest city enjoy temperate weather year-round, earning it the nickname the City of Eternal Spring. Gorgeous mountain views, architecture, and street art make it a visual treat, while local markets, excellent museums, and world-class restaurants ensure you have plenty to do. Retiring in Santa Marta. A quiet coastal option. If you prefer a laid-back vibe over the hustle and bustle of the big city, Santa Marta might be just the place for you. White sand beaches with calm, crystal-clear waters lend this port city a relaxed, coastal, and authentically Caribbean feeling. The historic city center, on the other hand, offers beautiful colonial architecture and lively streets, while the nearby Tayrona National Park provides an idyllic natural retreat. Retiring in Cartagena, a vibrant coastal option. A popular and lively expat destination, Cartagena is a favorite choice for U.S. citizens looking to lean into an established retired expat community. The city is bursting with color and things to do, thanks to an established tourism scene that entices expats and travelers alike with sunset boat rides, food tours, and of course, salsa dancing. Due to its geographic location, Cartagena is also extremely accessible for U.S. citizens in Florida, with flights from Miami and Fort Lauderdale taking only 2 hours. Retiring in Cali. Cali exudes energy and passion, which makes sense given its status as the salsa capital of the world. Add to that a tropical climate, an abundance of greenery, and a burgeoning culinary scene, and it's no wonder that Cali has become a go-to retirement destination for expats. Retiring in Salento. With rolling green hills, world-renowned coffee, and old-world charm, Salento draws travelers and expats the world over. This small but colorful town tucked in the central Cordillera mountain range boasts walkable neighborhoods, safety, and a tranquil pace of life. Ask anyone who lives there, though, and they'll say the people are the best thing about Salento. Cons. Language barrier. Only 10.7% of Colombians speak fluent English, which can make communication difficult, but mainly only outside of city areas. Opportunistic crime. Although safety has improved in recent years, pickpocketing and mugging are regular occurrences in certain areas of Colombia. Tedious bureaucracy. Bureaucracy and paperwork are not known in Colombia for being efficient, which can be a tedious and challenging experience for those trying to retire in Colombia. Overall, Colombia is a popular place to retire. The country is safe, stable, and the locals are incredibly friendly. Additionally, Colombia costs less to live in and purchase a home in than the United States. Be sure to consider the cost of living, visa and immigration laws, and where you will live as you decide if retiring in Colombia is right for you.